Wayne Hills Jazz Band has been a part of Wayne Hills for countless years. However, the band recently split into two smaller groups due to the large amount of musicians involved. The Jazz Big Band, under the direction of Mr. Matthew Paterno, who has directed the jazz band since he started here in 1990, deals with some of the more advanced musicians. The smaller Lab Band is under the direction of Mr. Christopher DeWild, who started teaching here at Hills last year. This band works on getting younger students involved with jazz music. When asked about his view of the split, Paterno had this to say.
A smaller, more advanced group presents different challenges. Picking literature that really challenges the group, that pushes the group to improve, that really highlights the balance of the group. When you got a bigger group, last year we had 12 saxophones, that's challenging to get them to play balanced. Now this year those same 12 saxophones are 5, so they're used to sitting back, so now I'm always on them to play out. So I don't know that I'd pick one or the other as better, or which do I prefer. It's different challenges.
It may seem that DeWild got short shrift, but he holds a positive opinion as well about the split. He enjoys working with younger students who are eager to learn about jazz music.
I think both of them have their advantages. The larger group is always fun because you have a nice number of people, you got a big sound. But I think the smaller group is also enjoyable because it gives individuals a chance to kind of have a chance to solo, play some parts they wouldn't maybe necessarily play in a large group, and it becomes a lot more responsibility in a smaller group. Whether it's the lab band or the big band, each person is responsible for their part. So there's a lot more work maybe involved with a smaller group, but it benefits either way.
The directors clearly have no problem with the split thus far. However, it is the students' opinion of the split which is the most important indicator of its success. Whether they are big band or lab band musicians, everyone's opinion matters. The success of the split depends on their positive reactions during rehearsal and at performances. Vincent Bazzelli is a senior at Wayne Hills, a member of the Wayne Hills Big Band, and one of the student leaders of the group. When we asked Vince about his jazz band experience, he had this to say.
Being a member of this jazz band as a senior, I joined my sophomore year, so I've been participating for 3 years, but I played second saxophone sophomore year, first saxophone junior and senior year, and now I am the band leader, quote unquote, for lack of a better term. It feels great. I mean, I've seen jazz band grow and prosper all 3 years, and to be honest, I think that this year is the best year out of all 3 years that I've been at jazz band.
Students believe that going through the lab band will give them a nice transition into the big band later on. Peter Catilla, a freshman in the lab band whose brother Jan also went through the jazz program, had this to say.
I think that the music is easier in the lab band, but it's more helpful for the steps to getting into the higher jazz band later on as a senior. It's definitely easier than just jumping straight away to the harder music in the higher jazz band. So I do prefer going to the lower jazz band first.
The jazz band has seen many talented musicians over the years, playing exciting music, inspiring others, all while having a great time. As Paterno's inspired leadership approaches its silver anniversary, it proves a backbone of the jazz band, allowing it to weather the split without sacrificing the integrity of
the only truly American art form.
People are meeting different people that they haven't met before. Freshmen get a good transition in, and they have something to work toward.
We are getting more prepared as we go on. We're getting more pieces of music in the lower band, and I think that ultimately it's going to help us gain better in playing our instruments and getting more comfortable with playing jazz music.